So you want to make a Captain America shield, do-it-yourself home project. Well, according to the internet, the Captain America shield is 2.5 feet wide. So what I did was you need a large piece of cardboard, thick, all one piece. So I cut it into a perfect size square. And then what I did was I drew a line straight down the center and across and diagonally to find the perfect center. At that point, you need a compass. If you don't have a compass, you could take something round, like, well, something bigger than that. I'd say like a dinner size plate. But the most important part is the internet tells you that it's 2.5 feet. But how big are the stripes? And how big is the circle? And how big is the star? They don't tell you. That's going to be hard to figure out. So this is step one. Cutting a perfect square, drawing lines, finding the perfect center, and then we're going to start with the circle. That'll be the next step. The next step here is you have your perfect square, and you need to make a round circle out of it. So now that we've got our cardboard, you can kind of draw an edge if you don't have a compass and round that off. And once you round that off, the one piece, you can then take that cut piece and use it here, there, and the other sides to have, so it'll all be equal. And I'll attempt that next. In this next step, what I did was I took a dinner plate, since I don't have a compass, and drew a circle around it. And as you can see, I have a circle dead on. And how did I get that star? Well, drawing a perfect star is very difficult. So what I did was I searched online, perfect star, printed it, and then traced around it, and I'll show you. Here you can see I printed a perfect star and I placed it in the center, but it wasn't actually big enough. So what I did was I just kind of used a ruler and went around it to make it fit that dinner plate. And the star has to be perfect, and let me explain why. Because if the shield is turned in any direction, as you can see, the star remains perfect on all sides. If you just try to draw a star the way we all know, like that, it's not going to be perfect. Maybe one direction will be good, but as soon as you turn it, you're going to see flaws. So, and the next thing that the internet doesn't tell you is, well, how big are these stripes? And you really don't know. I will tell you, they are approximately 3.5 inches. So you have the star, the circle, 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches. And then I marked it. This is going to be red. This will be white. This will be red. This will be blue. This will be white. And the next process will be painting it. The next step in this process is painting it. If you don't have paint, what you can do is you could use what you have laying around the house. This is a do-it-yourself project and you want to put a lot of money into it. Maybe it's just a one-time use for Halloween. You could use red paper, blue paper, white paper. Just cut and glue. And that's one option. Or if you have electrical tape, red, white, and blue electrical tape, not everyone has that. But if you did have it, you could use that too. So you could either use paint, paper, or tape. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use. I'm probably going to use paint, I think. If that doesn't work out, maybe I'll try paper. I'll flip it over. Alright, I have a Sharpie and I outline my edges so they're a little bit easier to see. And I've identified this is going to be red, white, red, red, white, red, and white. And the next video will be it painted. Well, I started painting it, and the paint that I chose was not a good idea. If you look close, it's all streaky. So I gotta either use a different paint or sand it, because this is, like, you can feel and see the paintbrush strokes. So let me try something different. So the red paint that I have laying around that I was going to use looks really orange. So this is what a red Sharpie looks like. I'm going to color this in just to see. And if it's too dark, then maybe I will use that red paint. Let's give the marker a try first, see how that turns out. Yeah, this is too dark. It really looks like brown cardboard colored in with a red marker. So I'm probably not going to continue with this, but I figured I'd give it a try just to see. It's too dark looking. Well, it's coming along. Well, so far so good. If you look real close, I got to give it a couple more coats, but we're getting there. And progress so far. Well, the shield is done, and my next move is I'm going to try to attach Velcro to the back for a handle, and I'll try to glue it. So here is the finished shield. Flip it over, and I attached some Velcro straps where you could just kind of slip your hand in there, and you could adjust it if you wanted to. See, there's like these. You could adjust it, and that's it.